My dear students, our Torah portion, Vayechi, is the last of the 12 portions of the book of Genesis. It concludes the saga of Joseph, son of Jacob, who has risen to the heights of power and influence in Egypt. Though he lived most of his life in that land, Joseph directed that one day his remains should be taken for burial in the land of Canaan. Though long exposed to the ways of Egypt, Joseph refused to subsume his identity under the spell of the dominant culture. His self-esteem as a Hebrew remained strong. He never made any attempt to conceal his background or change his religion. His instructions at the end of his days, preferring the simple burial of a Hebrew in the family's ancestral plot to the pomp of an Egyptian burial on foreign soil, shows Joseph's continuous identification with his roots and origins. The next book of Torah, Exodus, records that centuries later, Moses honors Joseph's request and carries his coffin to the Promised Land. But the ancient rabbis wonder why Joseph was permitted to enter that land while Moses was not. They answer that when Moses met the daughters of Jethro at a well, they introduced him to their father as an Egyptian, and Moses did not protest that designation. Joseph, though he occupied the most exalted station in Egypt, never allowed himself to be called other than what he was, what his ancestors were, what his descendants would be: a Hebrew, a Jew, a child of the people of Israel. The lures of society tempt us to exchange our Jewish values for others that are opposed to the teachings and the commandments. May we, like Joseph, proclaim who we are, affirm what we were meant to be, and stand fast for God and Torah. Shabbat Shalom.